Woo-wee, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day. So, bringing you another Takumitak, the art of survival. I actually really like their slogan. Another Takumitak knife, and this is going to turn some heads. So this is the TKF211SW, also known as the Exit Point. And when I take it out, you're going to realize why that's cool. Before I even show you this blade, I really want to get into, like, this G10. It is so well textured, so well contoured, so well shaped. It offers plenty of grip. It's just really well done. I was just kind of holding it, and I had the sheath on it, and I'm going, this handle's really nice. It's really, really nice. But let's get into that in a moment. So this sheath, this is a awesome, completely secured Kydex sheath. You can see how really well formed it is to the shape of the blade. You have lashing points, mounting points. It's ambidextrous. The clip can be taken on and off the belt without you having to take on and off the belt. So you can actually do this while belted, take it off and on. No problems. If you have a skinny belt or a wide belt, no problems. These guys right here, these two little clips, come off. So you can adjust to each and pretty much any size belt you have, standard waist belts that you have, that's going to fit. No problem at all. And that's what all these little slots are for. So you can literally, I mean, if you, let's say you tied your pants with a rope or like a shoelace, you can squeeze these things all the way down to literally that deep in between and lock it onto a shoelace. So if you got some scrubby dub stylings and that's how you're holding your drawers up, you can fit that. This can actually be turned. It can be held and worn different ways, plus obviously ambidextrous, all that. It's just a really nice sheath. The way this closes is you just click that down and you see this little ramp right here. You fold it up. When you want to take it off, you just unfold it. You pinch and you pull. It's actually so simple. It's genius. Really, really nice sheaths. They always get the job done, but let's take a really good look at this, because when I first saw it, it was like, oh, that's okay. That's pretty nice. And then the more I started to hold it and grab it and just put it in hand, it became a little bit more impressive. And at the point I am now, where I've had it for a while and I haven't used it yet, I've just done things like just put it in my hand while I was like looking at something or watching a video or something. I would just kind of do this with a couple of different knives, and I like to just pick them up randomly. Like I have this sitting right here, and every now and then I just pick it up and hold it. And that's what I was doing with this. So while I haven't used it yet, it's been in the hand a lot, and I have to say that the more and more this has been in my hand, the more and more I like it. So far, all of their knives have just been great. As a matter of fact, I have one right here that I had right there, and now I'm having trouble. Oh, did I move it? I think I did. I did. I moved it over there. I was using it. Never mind. I was going to say, as a matter of fact, I have one right here. I did have it right there, but now it's over there. Well, that was a fail. But this is not. So these things are just excellent. Now, this one has a really aggressive saw spine. Look at, oh man, I wish I could, like, look at this. That is insane. Look at these saw teeth. Oh, they're really cool. I like how they do convex dips, staggered convex dips. Boom, 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 all the way through. That looks pretty badass. Now, you'd say to yourself, what happens if you get your thumb on one? All right, my thumb is here. I'm going to press down so I make a little mark. There you go. That's, well, you can see the pattern, but it didn't rip through me. Now, the thing is, you don't put your thumb there. There's no choil, so there's no point in choking up. Instead, what to do is they put jimping right here, and now you have a spot for your thumb. This is really nice and long, so you can see, even with big hands, and most people don't have my hands, so most people, your hand might fit in like here, somewhere in there. that means you're going to be able to slide way far back when you're putting your thumb. And even with me, with my hand size, if I put my thumb on the jimping, my pinky is not off of the grip, which on most knives, when I do this, my pinky is off the grip. So even taking this one, if I did that, my pinky, you can see, is off the grip. So that's what makes something like this really special, is it's made to fit a lot of hands. Really, really nice. Even the jimping here, it just really, really sticks to the inside of your hand, that palm swell. And if I went reverse grip, I can literally feel it still all just locking in the meat of my hand. I really, really like that. It's D2 steel. It's beautiful. Let's get through some of the specs here. Let's see. Overall length is 11 inches. The blade length itself is 5.5. The handle is 5.5. So you have a 0-0. It is moly clip included. Let's see, 11 ounces in the weight. Drop point D2 with a Rockwell of 6162 with a very hard knife, which means it's going to hold an edge longer. Your blade thickness, they range between 4.71 millimeter, 4.93 millimeter. So you're looking at between 4 3/4 millimeter pretty much to 5 millimeter, which is a hair because of the way, they're sanding things down. So you have to give or take a hair. When people give you an exact number, it's never an exact number. That's why they do that. They're a little bit more honest than most. It does have a flat grind with a plain edge. It is stonewash with G10 and this thing is freaking sweet. Look at these lines. They really carve them in there. They do an amazing job on fit and finish. I love the fullers on this. I think they're beautiful. It's just a really, really cool knife. A really cool knife. It offers a ton of grip, but we want to see. I know there's a ton of grip. But we want to see how it uses. Let's see. Do I still have some arm hair? I do. Let's see how sharp it is. Let's see. Get it right on camera. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh stanky. All right, so you can see. Well, maybe you can see. I don't know if you can see. You can see on my thumb there's a bunch of hairs there. I didn't know if you can actually see. And then I kicked up a whole lot of, you see the hair with the dander? I shaved way down. I took off some old skin right there, but right here where I shaved is bald. So like all their knives so far that I've tested, it came sharp. All right, let's take it outside. Woo! All right, let's get this thing out here in the sunshine. I can't see anything because of the glare, so I'm hoping we're in there, but man, this is a pretty nice looking knife. It's a pretty nice looking knife. Let's get to using with it. Now, while it can be used as a fighting knife, as some, you can use it for law enforcement, things like that. It's balanced as a utility knife. So you don't have that fighting knife balance because it's not made for that. So some people would go into it, it's a 0-0. So that means being the same length and the same length in the grip and same length here, you'd think that, oh, that means the balance point has to be dead center, but it's not, because this is all ground down. Under here is not. That's true full tang. So the handle, especially with the scales on it, is going to be heavier than the blade. So it's going to weigh a lot and feel a lot like, say, the K-bar utility, the famous USMC. It's going to have a lot of that kind of weight pattern to it. So you know that while it's not going to be made like as a straight up fighting knife, this thing will throw good. I guarantee that. I guarantee that it will throw good. So let's try a push cut on the 1/2-inch nylon rope. See if we can't make sure I'm in there. My glasses are polarized, and when the sun is shining, I can't see anything in the phone, so I can only guess what's happening. But I don't have to guess about that. That was super clean. We got the nylon infused fuel hose. Let's see here. I mean, that is just super, super easy to cut. And I mean super easy to cut. Let's see. Now, this area right here is swedged, not sharpened. So while you have, your saw action here that you don't want to push your hand on, it's really easy to put my hand, and right now what I'm doing, look, I'll put it right here on the edge of here, and I'm going to put my hand on the swedge area and push. And you can see easily how it's pushing, no marks on the hand, because I'm not touching anything that can hurt me. All right, so let's get you guys in here a little tighter so we can see if we can't shave some leather. All right. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You see that edge? That is shaving leather. Shaving leather. I do like that. We'll do some 4-foot gravity drops. We'll see how that tip dives in. And not so bad there. All right, so it's going in about a 1/2 inch on the gravity. Let's do some hard downwards. Make sure the scales aren't going to loosen with their knob. We're going to check the bite. Make sure there's no tip damage. Oh, wow, that really went in there. Yeah, I mean, these things are really strong. I know there's not going to be a problem with that. But if we don't test it, on film, then people say, oh, how do you know? So let's see here. We got this tire. Let's go through it. Easy money. Easy money. This thing is nice. It's actually really, really nice. Let's try and come over here and see. We got some of these big old things standing up here. So let's come over here. I got these things right here. Oh, man. That is really nice. That is really nice. I like that. So having a really nice long grip, I'm able to get a good swing down on this knife by holding it in the rear. And you see this little hump right here. It gives me a place to put 2 fingers. So on this, while my pinky, when I'm way down here, is off, this area right here, this jimping, is diving into my webbing in the thumb. And it's keeping the knife right there. Listen. I don't know if you can hear that. I can. But that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy indeed. All right, let's try the nylon netting. Ooh, that's sharp. That's sharp. So, I mean, again, edge killer, nylon netting, no problem. This thing is just so nice, man. This is so nice. Let's try a little chopping here. Look at what I'm doing. I'm holding, I'm below the thing. Below the hump, and I'm using this just to hold on, and it's really giving me some grip. Look at that. Ba-boom, baby. All right, I gotta say, that's quite nice. That is quite nice. I told you guys that this thing would be good for throwing. Now, I haven't measured out any spots, but let's just go and try and give it a wing real quick. Let's try and see if we can find a spot for it. Let's see. This looks like it should be about right. First try, baby. All right, so without even measuring any steps, without ever throwing this before, ever, come out here and it's just a wing dinger, man. This thing just went. I really like this. This is a nice freaking knife. All right, so let's get over here, find something to bang on. Bang that drum, baby. All right, so this piece is way too big for this blade, but it's okay. We'll do what we can for as long as we can until we run out of space. I only have so much area to hit here, but all that's coming out of there is the tip, and I'm banging on the tip only when I'm coming down. So if you're gonna break the tip, there's a good way to do it, but I'm hammering on that tip, as you can see, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let's see. See if we get any blade bendage here. I'm literally holding on to this and hammering and having zero issues. Let's see here. Wow, this knife is strong. This knife is strong. You see any bending there? Me neither. You see any tip damage there? Me neither. I don't even see any of the stone wash being affected. Man, these guys build a knife. All right, let's see here. Look at that. Look at that. So yeah, you're going to be able to get all your feathering done, all your carving done. I mean, it's basically like if you were to give law enforcement a survival knife, this is what you would have. Look at that nest. I mean, that is so nice. So let's try that saw action there. Make sure that we can get you guys actually in this thing. In this shot might be nice. Let's see. Anybody up for beetle? All right. Well, they say they're armored. It went through. All right, let's try this. I got my stump is wobbling more than anything else, but I mean, you can see it's absolutely working. I just needed something more solid to put it on. And this thing is wobbling like crazy. Man! I need something better, a better base. This might work. This might work. Let me get my fingers out of there. It's a good saw. It's a good saw. Gotta keep my log from rolling. That's the only problem. Look at this. That's pretty good. Ta-da! This thing's really pissing me off. It's just all over the place. So, I mean, you want a survival knife, but you want a cool looking survival knife. Well, I'll tell you, especially something where you have all that play in the sheath, having it ambidextrous, being able to go on and off the belt without removing the belt. It's got a whole lot of plus side, and I can't think of a single thing negative. There's nothing negative to say about this knife. It does what it's supposed to do. It's a workhorse. It's good looking. It's comfortable. It's made by a reputable company. It's just nice. That right there, Takumitak Exit Point. Sweet. Sweet. All right, so that's it for this one. I have to say, this is actually this is a really, really good knife. Really good knife. The price points are always great. I'll put the website down below. Fantastic. All right, so that's it for this one. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.